So summer vacation has begun and it is time to fix my hair yet again. I don't have enough money to go to the salon, so I'm gonna try and do a simple fix on my own. First, I will start with canceling out the brassiness that is showing through because my color's kind of worn off. So I will use some purple shampoo, and after that I will show you what it's looking like and we'll get into the actual colors. Side note, if you like DIY projects, I am going to be all up in that over the summer. I'm going to be fixing my yard, so I'll show you what I do with that. I like to build different things. I built this really unique and cool bookshelf for my daughter a couple years ago. So I'll be doing some stuff like that. I also love to paint. If you want some inspiration, maybe I'll pop a couple painting videos on there. So it's gonna be a busy and productive but fun summer. Okay, here is what my hair looks like right now before doing a color touch-up and root shadow. It still has a little bit of brassiness along the crown area. I think it's lightened up a little bit, but with doing the root shadow and melting the color a bit, or a root blend is what they call it. Blend or melting, it's kind of the same thing, I think. Anyway, I think that should cover the brassiness, and then the idea is that it's just gonna kind of like make the blonde pop a little bit better, but also make it look a little more natural with the shadowing. So my hair is sectioned. I'm ready to apply my darker root color first. So that's going to be a 5G. It is a light golden brown by Ion Color Brilliance Demi-Permanent. Okay, here we go. So what I'm doing here is I'm starting with the root shadow, and I'm taking the brush after I separate through each layers of hair, just doing kind of some thin slices, and I'm painting the color in. I'm kind of doing like a feather motion with the brush because I don't want it to have straight lines. That wouldn't look natural, okay? And then I'm taking my comb and I'm lightly going through the color and pulling it through kind of like in an upward C motion. So then it's evenly spreading the color down through the hair, and just kind of some very light lines that look really natural throughout the hair. It's almost like it's giving it a darker undertone, if you will. Now, one thing to take note of, I learned through watching some other YouTube tutorials on how to do this. When you're using the comb to pull that color through the hair, you want to make sure that you're not pulling the color from near the scalp, because if you're pulling it from up near the scalp, what it's going to do is you're going to collect too much color on your comb, and then it will not spread through evenly. So what you want to do is you want to start maybe kind of like midway in the roots from where you laid the color, so that you're not getting like a huge scoop of color against your comb. So now I'm doing the color melt, and what I'm doing here is I'm taking my second color that I've mixed up. That's going to be my 7N and my 8A along with my 9V. And so it's kind of going toward the bottom area of my root shadow where it starts to meet the mid-lengths of my hair. I'm taking those colors and I'm rubbing my fingers. They're kind of like a scissor, and I'm just kind of blending them in with my fingers, gently rubbing up and down. And then once I do that part, I get the rest of the new color and use my squeeze bottle there and apply it to the rest of the length of my hair. Okay, I am so super nervous right now about how my hair may have turned out. When I was rinsing it out, it was just very, very dark. Oh my gosh. So I'm wondering if when I was trying to do the root blend, if I pulled that darker color down and blended it too much into the lighter color. Not really sure. But I was using a mixture of a 9V, a 7N, and an 8A. So it should have given me like a level 8 kind of neutral ashy blonde situation. Similar to what you saw before I started coloring it, just a little more vibrant, I guess. So we'll see what happens when I dry it. I'm definitely expecting it to be much darker than I wanted it to be. I hope I like it at least, because I don't have money to go to the salon right now. So as you can see, my hair is looking pretty dark here. All right, so it's been a few days, actually a week to be exact, since I last did my hair. It took me a while to get back to you. Life has been super busy, but here's the final result, and I'm actually really happy with it. I was thinking it was gonna turn out a lot darker once the color was processing, and I was kind of freaking out because I wanted it to be much lighter. So it's not as light as I had initially hoped for. It is darker, but it's still lighter than what I was worried about. And I love it, actually. So you can see where I did my shadow root, and there's not like a straight line. It looks pretty natural the way I like feathered it down, and I scooped the comb upward. Then I did a color melt where you blend the lighter color in with the root shadow color. So I don't know how well you can see it, but there's a slight variation in the color as it comes through this way, and then it gets lighter. And notice how throughout you've got such a great like color gradient going through. I'm so happy with how it looks. It looks so natural, blended really well. I was worried that maybe I'd pulled the darker color through too far as I melted it in. So I might not have done the technique exactly like the correct way, but I am so happy. I think it just looks really, really good. Yeah. And here's a view of the back. Looks good, right? So there you have it, a root shadow with a color melt. If I can do it, you can do it.
All right, see you on the next video. Peace.